Well, joining me now is two-time Olympian Noah Hoffman. Thank you so much, Noah, for joining me on the program. As I said, you're two-time Olympian. You've played at the highest elite level in sporting. Would you ever be tempted by any of this, or do you know anyone who might be at your level who might want to take part in this?
Absolutely not. This is not the enhanced games is counter to everything that I loved about sport. It's counter to the reasons that I entered sport. I entered sport because I wanted to be the best that I could be personally, my body, without medical enhancement, without taking medical risks. It's counter to the ideals of inspiring young people to be able to set and achieve goals without needing to have the best doctors, without needing to take risks with their bodies. This is not what I sought out in sport, and I don't think what many other high-level, serious athletes are seeking out in sport.
Yeah, I put that to Aaron D'Souza. I said that, young people, children are often encouraged to look up to, sports people and to try and work their entire lives to get there naturally. One of his arguments was that when 44% of athletes already use performance enhancements, it's time to celebrate this and celebrate science and try and better understand what these drugs do to the body.
So I thought that Aaron actually said it best when he said, this is a technology project and an experiment in technology. This is not about sport. This is not about athletes. They are using athletes. They're bribing athletes with large amounts of venture money as prize money to take risks with their bodies so they could perform a science experiment on the athletes. That is not what we want our young people to be doing, to teaching them that they have to risk long-term health consequences in order to compete at the highest level of sport. And if the idea is that the anti-doping system as it is currently constructed is not working, we agree at Global Athlete, we agree completely. I agree completely. We've seen that with the Chinese doping scandal. We've seen that with the Skinner case in tennis recently, that the system is not working and treating athletes fairly. The answer is not to get rid of anti-doping. The answer is not to get rid of fair and equitable sport. The answer is to make a regulatory system that works. And that is not this, and scrapping the entire system is not it.
Noah, do you think this now sort of muddies the water? 2 years ago, it was seen as some kind of clown show. I mean, it was laughed away. Now with Donald Trump, his son, the tech bros, MAGA, sort of getting behind this idea. Do you think this is going to do long-term damage to the idea of the Olympics, to the Games, to children performing and having something to aspire to, just the whole nature of how things have been done for so long?
So my hope, and maybe I'm overly optimistic, but my hope is that this can do the opposite, that this can galvanize the clean sport movement and say that the Olympic movement and international sport as it currently exists is going to be the opposite of the enhanced games. We are going to refocus our efforts on a global anti-doping system that lives up to its ideals, that punishes athletes who cheat, but does not inadvertently catch up athletes who don't, that treats every athlete fairly, that doesn't let athletes get away with cheating because of their nationality or because they're part of a state-sponsored system. If we can have a global anti-doping system that works, then maybe people will see that that is a far better alternative, that actually promotes the ideals of sport and inspires young people and promotes accomplishment of the human body that people love to witness and watch, and that the enhanced games can be kind of the counterpoint that motivates a system that works for athletes.
Noah, we're really grateful for your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.